Tonight on News 5 Live, opposition leader Shine Barrow calls for a criminal investigation amid the Andre Perez sex scandal. Murder at the Benque border. The body of an unnamed victim is found with a gunshot injury to the head. A home invasion in Orange Walk. An elderly man is the victim of an aggravated burglary. And in tonight's episode of Culture Tuesday, Belize's longest running pageant, a look at the tradition of the Queen of the Bay. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
Make your summer better. Over $30,000 in cash and prizes with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win. Sign up for a smart postpaid, broadband, or VoIP plan. Use $100 or more regular prepaid credit. Do a SIM swap or text in to the short code 786. In the body of the message, enter the number of entries you would like to purchase.
No waste no time. You can be the winner of weekly prizes. All methods give you more chances to win local airline tickets, overnight stays at numerous resorts, cash prizes, gift certificates, and much, much more. One lucky person will win the grand prize valued at $10,000, courtesy of Smart and the Belize Tourism Board.
Promotion ends September 15th. So make your summer better by getting in the race to win with Smart's Summer Sweepstakes. Smart, bringing people together.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
KTV The Remix Season 5 every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Come on out and win fabulous prizes and the chance to compete in our halftime challenge. Tickets are available at Channel 5 on Pony Drive and 88 Shopping Center on Central American Boulevard. $3 for children and $5 for adults. Or catch it live on Channel 5, Facebook, and YouTube every Tuesday at 8 p.m. from the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. Don't miss KTV The Remix Season 5. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Tuesday, August 22nd. I am Sabrina Daly. Belize Rural South Area Representative Andre Perez is on an indefinite leave of absence from Cabinet. The Minister of the Blue Economy and Civil Aviation is embroiled in a nasty sex scandal that has undoubtedly brought disrepute to the Bersenio administration. The alleged incident between the well-known San Pedrano and Wendy Oxelu, a legal professional from Kikocker, also threatens to upend his political career. Perez's transgression has sparked public outrage, and the United Democratic Party has been all over the matter since we broke the story on August 17th. A release issued by the government of Belize on Monday states that during Perez's time away, an investigation will be conducted by Attorney General Anthony Sylvester to determine whether there has been, quote, any actionable wrongdoing. Earlier today, opposition leader Shine Barrow commented at length on Perez's indiscretion. We begin our newscast tonight with the latest in an ongoing saga involving the embattled government minister.
It gives me and my party absolutely no pleasure to even be discussing this very sordid matter, tragic matter that highlights what is the PUP, a train wreck, totally out of control, lack of decorum, lack of caliber in the people that got the privilege of administrating our country. I pray for the victim, the alleged victim in this case, and the family of Mr. Perez. Really, there is so much wrong that the PUP is doing that this is not something that I would have cared to be an issue. We have crime, we have corruption, we have the cartels taking over the north, cost of living, healthcare facilities, etc. However, this is not what some people are trying to make it seem to be, downplaying the severity of the accusations. We have to be a fair society. There has been an attempt by some to make this a personal affair, two lovers. You saw the statement by Miss Wendy Oxelu that she rescinded because she was not ready to release it officially. But it was a statement nonetheless that totally rejects the minister's proclamation that this was consensual. And in fact, she made allegations of rape.
Leader of the opposition, while on record, also publicized the so-called double standard at play. Barrow challenged the NGO community, as well as the various feminist groups, to come forward and denounce the appalling claims made against André Perez. Interestingly, Barrow made reference to the proposed 11th Amendment and the moral and ethical bar it aims to set.
That rage should be overwhelming from everyone, from the Belize network of NGOs, from the PUP Women's Parliamentarian, from the PUP Women's Group, from Senator Chanona, from the Speaker. I hope the Speaker is going to send Mr. Perez to the Privileges Committee, because when they were trying to weaponize the 11th Amendment and say that they needed a certain caliber in the House of Representatives, I would surmise that from all that we have read, Mr. Perez falls woefully short. But the point is, that is why hypocrisy is not good. That is why politicization is not good when we are dealing with these real-life matters of guilt and innocence and code of conduct and ethics. Because again, today for me, tomorrow for you. And so know that it is the PUP's turn to deal with code of ethics, to deal with criminal allegations, with allegations of corruption, allegations of misuse of your office, abuse of your office, ministerial misconduct, they fall woefully short. The Prime Minister knew about these allegations months ago and did nothing, similar to Portico. He knew that the Portico definitive agreement was corrupt, and he did nothing, said nothing, and tried to pass it in the House of Representatives. And I opine that if the graphic images and text messages and statements were not leaked to the media, that the Prime Minister would have done nothing.
But what about a criminal investigation being launched by the Belize Police Department? While the Attorney General is assigned to look into the matter separately, opposition leader Shine Barrow is demanding a probe into allegations made by Oxaloo in a statement that was leaked to the media on Monday. He also calls into question the integrity of the Briceño administration given the circumstances surrounding the reported incidents.
See, the problem with credibility is that once you lose it, it's gone. It's very difficult to build back. And this government is not even attempting to do things to restore their credibility. They have zero. So when you tell me that a ministerial colleague of Andre Perez is the person tasked with investigating him, that is absolutely absurd. That is a farce. That is an insult to the Belizean people. What we should be talking about is a criminal investigation. When I was accused, nobody said, oh, well, the two side, the man and wife thing, that, no, I was demonized, I was categorized, and I have been stigmatized for the rest of my life. When you Google my name, those allegations will come up that I was never charged for, never arrested for, and that was retracted. And my partner came out and endorsed me to be area representative from Mesopotamia and has supported me ever since. So again, what are we doing now where you want to lower the threshold? The PUP said that the threshold that Right Honorable Dean Barrow led the country with was not enough. Firing them from cabinet was not enough. They should be criminally investigated, arrested, and charged. So why now? Why are we going backwards? What is the retrograde about?
Coming up, human remains found along Belize-Guatemala border. We'll have more details when we come back.
Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word.
The Bible says, "But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that you sorrow not, even as others which have no hope." Hope is a wonderful asset to possess. Hope is wonderful to have when one receives a bad report from a doctor, when one loses their job, or when financial reverses come. Hope has a way of motivating us to attempt the impossible, to believe in the unbelievable, and to endure the unbearable. It was once said that when Alexander the Great would prepare to go into battle, that he would give all of his earthly possessions away. And on one occasion, someone asked him why he did that and not keep at least something for himself. He said, "Oh, I always keep one thing for myself. I always keep hope." Hope was the most treasured possession because he knew that if he survived the battle, that with hope he could regain all that he had given away. When life seems impossible and your hurts are overwhelming, cling to hope and look to Jesus Christ. For those who believe in Him sorrow not as those who have no hope. It is truly a hope that reaches out into eternity.
Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
My name is Lindsay Rosales and I am going in Belize Adventist College. A past retired teacher from my community explained to us that All the topics will be posted on Facebook in the hashtag Let's Talk Energy.
Our students were tutored and mentored by two past teachers in Caledonia, Miriam Alcocer and Carmela Barbosa.
I am a science major, and this helped me because I am studying physics, and in physics there is a topic of electricity.
I asked Lindsay how she prepared. She said every evening, I have evening classes and I go and study. You know, that shows the motivation and drive of our children. This is the initiative that we would like to cultivate a culture for our students here at the Belize Adventist College. Work hard, be persistent, and it pays off.
I am proud of myself because sometimes I doubt of myself because I thought I couldn't do it, but now I feel happy, proud, and I know that my mom is proud of me.
I feel proud about my daughter that win the second of this challenge.
I'm happy BL ventured out in this initiative because our children then can broaden their knowledge and can be more conscientious of our energy and the usage and misuse of energy. And also it contributes to their household, it contributes to them financially. So we're happy that you all came up with this challenge.
The Office of the Prime Minister invites you to join us at the second annual Belize Investment Summit from August 30th to September 1st, 2023 at the Grand Caribe Resort on Ambergers Caye. Belize, the land of endless potential, with a vibrant people and economy and a wealth of natural resources, is the region's premier investment hub, offering a range of opportunities across sectors including the blue, green, and orange economies. The Belize Investment Summit 2023 is your chance to explore these opportunities and connect with potential partners, investors, financiers, and stakeholders from across the globe. This 3-day summit will offer networking opportunities, site visits, one-on-one meetings, roundtable discussions, business pitches, an expo, and keynote presentations from government officials and industry leaders. Gain insight into Belize's investment climate and the incentives that make our country the destination for investment. Register now for the Belize Investment Summit 2023 and discover a world of opportunities. Be a believer. Invest in Belize. Thrive in Belize.
Prepárate para el verano más caluroso de la historia con Digi's Sizzling Summer Raffle. Este verano, Digi está regalando $35,000 en premios. Obtenga la oportunidad de ganar DigiCash y premios increíbles todos los días. Y eso no es todo. No hay uno, sino 2 grandes premios. Clientes prepagos por cada $5 en uso principal obtiene una entrada en nuestra rifa diaria. Además, obtenga entradas para sorteos semanales y grandes premios comprando dispositivos promocionales, registrándose en DigiOne Bundle, DigiTV y más. Entonces, no pierdas la oportunidad de ganar a lo grande. Únase a Digi's Sizzling Summer Raffle. Visite www.livedigi.com/Sizzling Summer para obtener más información sobre cómo participar. Digi, nuestra telecomunicación nacional.
Of the House of Representatives. His name is Abner Andre Perez. He was caught exposing himself to a female and sending her pornographic texts. But he says he is the victim, even though he admits in his text to her that he needs therapy. This man is sick. He needs help. He should resign from the cabinet and get the help he needs. Abner Andre Perez. Not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the House.
"21-year-old Joel Panting is mourning the loss of his younger sibling and has come forward seeking public assistance to cover his funeral expenses. As we reported, 15-year-old Nigel Ferguson lost his life to gang violence on Sunday evening when he was taken to an abandoned property on Hunter's Lane and stabbed to death. Ferguson was described as someone with special needs, and notwithstanding the efforts made by his family to deter him from life in the streets, the teenager got involved in gang activity. Earlier today, his older brother made an emotional plea to Nigel's killer in the wake of the deadly incident.
I could say right now, just feel numb. It hurt. I shared all the tears I could share for right now, but you can't get rid of that pain. That pain will always be forever, so you just have to get through it and just push through. That's it.
What could have been done differently to try to save your younger brother from such a violent fate?
For me personally, that is the community in general, because at one point everybody had this saying that, oh, it takes a community to raise our kid or a community to raise our child. So the politicians, police, street life, and just people in general, everybody could have been supposed to look out for one another, but that not happen no more. Including the parents, though the parents try, but only so much you could do without the community. Only so much.
Your brother was 15 years old. He is described as someone who was a special needs child. I understand that he attended Stella Maris School for a while and then he discontinued. But along the path, he got involved with gangs. What could have been done? What perhaps you could have done, or anybody else who would have been aware of the situation, do to try to steer him in a different direction?
As far as I know, Mama tried to get help from government, but that I heard deals, and I don't really know how that works out. I can't really speak on that, but I can't tell you just now. For me, personally, that is the entire community in general. It hurt. That's all I could say, it hurt. All the things I want do for my little brother, I can't do now. All the things I want be for my little brother, I can't be now. It hurt. And it hurt we gangsters, killers. And they tell me now, when the life get better, when the lifestyle change, when they get out of poverty, it solve all our problem. And they tell me, it may worth it.
Police are in the process of investigating the homicide. Meanwhile, Panting is appealing to anyone willing to assist financially to kindly donate funds by contacting him at phone number 607-1255. Panting says the cost of the burial is estimated at $5,000. Human remains were discovered along the Belize-Guatemala border on Monday morning. Police responded to a report along the boundary line where they discovered human remains in some bushes. The body displayed what appeared to be gunshot wounds on the skull. An Alcatel phone was among the items found inside the deceased's pants pockets. The corpse was labeled as John Doe and was transported to the morgue in Ladyville. The police are investigating. This morning, the lifeless body of an unnamed male person was discovered along the Macal River in San Ignacio town. According to police, when they arrived on the scene, they observed the motionless body of a male person in a crouched position and in an initial state of decomposition. There were no signs of injury on the body. The discovery was reportedly made by an individual working in the area. The body was transported to the hospital where it was pronounced dead on arrival. The police are investigating. 23-year-old Dwayne Sutherland Jr., also known as Dwayne Anthony, the son of Superintendent of Police Dwayne Sutherland Sr., has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. The charges stem from an incident in Lemonal Village on Saturday evening, in which Sutherland is accused of stabbing his grandfather, Tony Anthony, and his granduncle, Russell Anthony. In addition to 2 counts of attempted murder, Sutherland, who appeared unrepresented before a senior magistrate, was read 4 other charges, including 2 counts of use of deadly means of harm, 1 count of threatening behavior, and 1 count of wounding upon Tony Anthony. Corporal Herbert Banner, who was nearby when the stabbing happened, reported to police that several men were drinking alcoholic beverages after a cricket match in the village, and that's when he saw Sutherland and his grandfather and granduncle having an altercation. Banner reported that when he saw Sutherland take out a knife and attacked his elders, he took out his service pistol and fired 2 warning shots, subdued Sutherland, and detained him. Police later found a small knife on the far left side of the main road that they believe to be the weapon used. Due to the nature of the offense, bail was denied and Sutherland Jr. was remanded into custody at the Belize Central Prison until October 31st. Sutherland, however, was already out on a previous bail for a gun charge from April, which is still pending before the court. During his routine press brief today, opposition leader Shyne Barrow also spoke on the perennial issue of crime and violence. On the heels of a bloody weekend that saw 4 murders being committed across the country, as well as the interception of 7 Mexican nationals believed to be hired guns, the leader of the United Democratic Party took time to once again criticize the Briceño administration for failure to meaningfully address the scourge of homicides and other violent crimes.
It is not even someone that is trying. It is not even someone that is giving their absolute best to fix the problems that we have. It's someone that doesn't care. He will not talk about it. He never talks about the murders. He never talks about the crime situation. And the Minister of Police doesn't even face you when he was the biggest ambulance chaser in opposition. But there's no accountability. There's no outline of a solution. There is nothing. We're not inferior to the president of El Salvador, Nayib. Again, the PUP presented themselves as if there were some revolutionaries like President Nayib in El Salvador, and they were going to take all of the criminals because they knew who the criminals were, they knew who the gang leaders were, and they were going to take them off the streets. And we would not have the problems that we're having now. That has not happened. All they've done is they tried to recycle the UDP formulas and have failed miserably. Right Honorable Dean Barrow and the UDP were much stricter and tougher on crime. And it was not perfect, and we can and we will do better when we take government. But this government, PUP, is failing us, and rather than accept that they're failing so that they could fix the problem, they will never do that.
After the break, Belmopan resident loses life in road traffic accident. We'll tell you about that, but first, here's the weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
This is Minister Andre Perez. He is referred to as the Honorable Member for Belize Rural South, but he is dishonorable. He swore to uphold the Belize Constitution, but he has defiled it. He promised to abide by the Code of Conduct for Ministers, but has behaved disgracefully. Yet he refuses to resign from the cabinet. Abner Andre Perez, not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the House.
Belize, get ready for the inauguration of our Belmopan Expressway drive-thru and restaurant expansion. This August 26th, come celebrate with us with the entire family at Quality Poultry Products Belmopan for a fun-filled day. We'll be having entertainment for the family, including a kids' play area with bouncy houses and a mechanical bull. Free food and drinks all day for purchases made. And a raffle on the hour every hour. You don't want to miss this huge event. Save the date, 26 August 2023. See you there!
Babe, have you seen the advisory that NEMA just posted? There's going to be a storm.
Storm? It's not a storm. That's just a little rain. We'll be all right.
Thank goodness that was only a simulation. But what if it wasn't? Consider this. You've worked hard building your future, your family, your business, your home. RF&G Insurance has policy options that can protect your most valued assets so that you can focus on what matters most. Include RF&G Insurance in your hurricane prep. Remember, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a Road Group company.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart.
It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
Every project has to start somewhere, and Brothers Habet's got you covered. We're the place for professionals because we understand success is built on quality and reliability. For the do-it-yourselfers seeking quality tools and materials to bring their out-of-the-box ideas to life. Our paint department offers a kaleidoscope of hues to those looking to express their unique style. And for those seeking the perfect touch of elegance for their homes, we offer a curated collection of household fixtures and furnishings that caters to every taste. But what sets Brothers Habet apart is our exceptional customer service. Our employees go above and beyond to ensure that every customer's needs are met. We're here to see you through your building journey. Visit Brothers Habet and get started today, or call or WhatsApp us for a quote. See you soon.
Of the House of Representatives. His name is Abner Andre Perez. He was caught exposing himself to a female and sending her pornographic texts. But he says he is the victim, even though he admits in his text to her that he needs therapy. This man is sick. He needs help. He should resign from the cabinet and get the help he needs. Abner Andre Perez, not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the House.
One Belmopan family is mourning the loss of a father and husband following a fatal road traffic accident on Monday night. 43-year-old Ruben Posadas, a former chairman of Armenia Village, had reportedly moved to Belmopan with his family not too long ago. Last night, he met his untimely demise while on his way home from church. Posadas was riding his motorcycle when another motorcycle rider collided into him. But could his death have been avoided if the intersection where he lost his life was just a bit safer? News 5's Paul Lopez reports.
This was the scene on the corner of Cemetery Road and Calle Las Americas on Monday night in Belmopan, following a motorcycle collision that claimed the life of 43-year-old Ruben Posadas. Posadas was on his way home from church on his life and motorcycle, a Million motorcycle that was being driven by 32-year-old Barton Jackson collided into Posadas at the intersection of Cemetery Road and Calle Las Americas. Both Posadas and Jackson were flung off their bikes and onto the street. A resident in the area, who arrived on the scene after the collision, spoke with us off camera.
Last night, this gentleman was coming from church on his cycle and approaching this intersection here at the corner. As you could see, it's first of all, it's a blind spot because there is lack of visibility what coming from the right or left in the night. It's dark, and you know what, you're not sure of what's coming on both sides.
One eyewitness reported seeing one of the motorcycles catching fire at the incident. Posadas and Jackson were rushed to the Western Regional Hospital. Posadas succumbed to his injuries just after midnight while being treated. He was only a short distance away from his home when the accident occurred.
Reaching his intersection there, looks like the other cycle was coming from his left-hand side and he didn't notice it, and there that was caused the accident. The other guy looks like it hit him, and that's how it happened. And he flung off his cycle and the other guy stayed on the ground as well.
Do you think speeding was an issue here?
Speed is really an issue because sometimes there is no bump on that road, and the guys on cycle, they really don't care about speed, man. They really run hard on their cycle. Even vehicles, they don't stop. When you reach that intersection, they really have to be on the lookout what's coming and going across there.
Linares says that the street lights at the intersection have not been working for some time, which makes it very dangerous for motorists at night. He also pointed us to a poorly painted stop sign on the Cemetery Road leading into the intersection that also lacks reflectors. He believes Posadas' death could have been avoided.
It could have been avoided, yes, if as I repeat, if there would be more lights on the area and put more speed bumps or something on the area, yes.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
An elderly man was held up and robbed of valuables and cash totaling over $25,000 early Monday morning in Orange Walk Town. The man, Albert Burns, reported to police that he was asleep inside his house and was awakened sometime around 2:30 Monday morning by some noise. Burns said he saw 3 thieves at his bedside. They then proceeded to tie him up before demanding money and valuables. When the assailants left, they also took Burns's Toyota 4Runner and other personal and household items. It was a pastor who lives nearby who heard Burns screaming for help after the robbers left that came to his aid. News 5's Marion Ali has the details in the following report.
I hear when somebody, yes, like I need some, yes, then call my name Joel or Ismael, but him valid, I, Joel, please.
The songs that Pastor Joel Williams heard when he got up to use the bathroom around 2:30 Monday morning were screams from his neighbor, 81-year-old Albert Burns. The elderly resident of BEL Street behind the New Hope High School area in Orange Walk Town had come under attack by 3 men dressed in dark clothing. They had broken into his home about an hour earlier, bound his hands and feet, and began to demand money, guns, and valuables before ransacking the house. Williams didn't hear any of this commotion, but when Burns screamed out, he quickly went over to render assistance.
I got close to the man, Albert, and asking Mr. Albert what happened. And he tell me, come, lose my hand and my foot, please, because somebody just nearly killed me. Well, I opened the door, him give me opportunity, permission, again, and lose it.
Burns, who is a real estate agent, owns and rents out many of the properties on the street. His next-door neighbor, who requested anonymity, told us that they regret they didn't hear his screams for help because he is a very courteous and considerate landlord.
He's very attentive to the house needs too, and come see what we need and all of that.
Okay. Very neighborly.
He came to speak with my husband. He said he was shouting for help because they had him tied, and they broke into the gate and into his room's door too. Okay. So then take out the room, and he said he made a shout for help, but we never hear him. For real, and we never hear, and for we room close to for his side too, yes. But we never hear him.
The neighbors said that Burns always took precaution and had a cutoff time for doing business, but his attackers must have known that he was alone.
All of this is for him. All of this area, way by the corner, and I think he have around by Savannah's too. As 6 o'clock hit, even if you want to go pay rent, he will tell you come tomorrow. As soon as the sun comes down, he will tell you, come tomorrow.
You think they targeted him because they know he's a businessman?
Most likely, yes, because they know that he has money and links and all that.
Police are investigating. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
In Corozal District, a well-known resident involved in the underworld has reportedly shared details of a disclosure in a criminal case that's presently before the court. The discovery makes public the information provided by the informant. The leak of the disclosure jeopardizes the life of that individual, as well as the safety and well-being of his family. It is a serious concern for Commissioner of Police Chester Williams.
Something we have to look at, and let me say that it is not a leak per se. You would know that when a person is charged, the court do order disclosure, and those information were issued as a part of a disclosure to a case. I am hoping that going forward, the courts are going to be more receptive or cooperative with the police in terms of these investigations, that whenever disclosures are given, that we will be allowed to blot out certain information pertinent to witnesses, not just in gang cases, but in every case that may likely cause witnesses to be threatened. We have to find a way. I know that the witness anonymity bill, which has been passed in the House, do provide the mechanism for the prosecution to be able to apply to the court in certain cases, that when disclosures are given, that we can blot out all information that may lead to the identity of the witness or witnesses. So we're hoping that we can get some enforcement to that, and it will help to protect potential as well as current witnesses. So it troubles me, certainly, as a Commissioner of Police, because we don't want to be doing things that endangers the life of people. And I would hope that when we make these applications to the court will not just look at the right or interest of the accused person, but also display that balancing act in this balancing the right of the accused to know who are the persons who are going to give evidence against him or her, with the right of the witness who may be threatened.
Another scandal that remains in the public discourse is the fraudulent definitive agreement signed between the government of Belize and Portico Enterprises back in October 2020. Opposition leader Shine Barrow has written once again to the Royal Caribbean Group, which has signed a memorandum of understanding with Portico, putting the company on notice that should the United Democratic Party form the next administration, it will be forced to review the existing agreement between government and the company, as well as other stakeholders, including Boscalis International and Portico.
We look forward to creating a welcoming climate, a fertile investor climate for investors such as the Royal Caribbean Group to plant seeds that will be beneficial to all, but especially the Belizean people. So I can't understand anything other than arrogance, anything other than ego, anything other than just a 30-year politician in John Briceño that is totally disconnected, and he thinks that we are still living in the George Price cabinet era where people are not abreast of the truth and people are not ready for this revolution. People are tired of the 43 years of governance. So when you look at the letter to Royal Caribbean, they need to understand the position of the government in waiting, so that when we become the next government, which by God's grace we will, and by the might of the Belizean people we will, it's no surprise that they were warned. It's the same way that Prime Minister Barrow warned Briceño, Attorney General Perfit warned Briceño, former Minister Pantan warned Briceño that Portico agreement, they knew nothing about it. They were warned, and they still proceeded. There is no way that the United Democratic Party can support any business with Portico. To me, I agree with the opinion that that is a pension plan for some of the boys. That is a manufactured, put together project.
When we return, the National Queen of the Bay, a Belizean tradition.
My fellow Belizeans.
This is Minister Andre Perez. He is referred to as the Honorable Member for Belize Rural South, but he is dishonorable. He swore to uphold the Belize Constitution, but he has defiled it. He promised to abide by the Code of Conduct for Ministers, but has behaved disgracefully. Yet he refuses to resign from the cabinet. Abner Andre Perez, not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the House.
If you as a health worker are able to identify those at risk, you can make a big difference to their health and life. When do I suspect violence? Look out for health problems that may be caused or made worse by violence. Injuries that are repeated or not well explained. Emotional health issues such as stress, anxiety, or depression. Harmful behaviors such as misuse of alcohol or drugs. Thoughts, plans, or acts of self-harm or attempted suicide. Repeated sexually transmitted infections. Unwanted pregnancies. Unexplained chronic pain or conditions. Repeated health consultations with no clear diagnosis. Missed appointments for her or her children, emotional and behavioral problems in her children, an intrusive partner during the consultation. What do I do when I suspect violence? Raise the topic with women who have injuries or conditions that they suspect may be related to violence. Do it in an empathic, non-judgmental manner. Never raise the topic if she's not alone. How do I ask about violence? First, introduce the topic indirectly and observe her reaction. Then, follow up with direct questions as appropriate. If she does not disclose violence, do not pressure or force her. You may be wrong or she may be afraid. Give her time to decide what she wants to tell you. Tell her about available support in your area if her situation changes. But if she discloses violence, offer her first-line support. Lives.
My name is Lindsay Rosales and I am going in Belize Adventist College. A past retired teacher from my community explained to us that all the topics will be posted on Facebook in the hashtag Let's Talk Energy.
Our students were tutored and mentored by two past teachers in Caledonia, Miriam Alcocer and Carmela Barbosa.
I am a science major, and this helped me because I am studying physics, and in physics there is a topic of electricity.
I asked Lindsay how she prepared. She said every evening I have evening classes and I go and study. You know, that shows the motivation and drive of our children. This is the initiative that we would like to cultivate a culture for our students here at the Belize Adventist College. Work hard, be persistent, and it pays off.
I am proud of myself because sometimes I doubt of myself because I thought I couldn't do it, but now I feel happy, proud, and I know that my mom is proud of me.
I feel proud about my daughter that win the second of this challenge.
I'm happy BL ventured out in this initiative because our children then can broaden their knowledge and can be more conscientious of our energy and the usage and misuse of energy. And also it contributes to their household, it contributes to them financially. So we're happy that you all came up with this challenge.
KTV The Remix Season 5, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Come on out and win fabulous prizes and the chance to compete in our halftime challenge. Tickets are available at Channel 5 on Pony Drive and 88 Shopping Center on Central American Boulevard. $3 for children and $5 for adults. Or catch it live on Channel 5, Facebook, and YouTube every Tuesday at 8 p.m. from the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. Don't miss KTV The Remix Season 5. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5.
How does investment services work? For example, Joe's Construction wants to expand its operations by purchasing new equipment and hiring additional staff. How can Joe's Construction get an investment loan? The answer: Investment Services appraises the loan application and focuses on two key areas: adequate collateral and repayability. Investment Services will also consider how Belizeans and the economy will benefit from this new investment through job creation and business growth. The terms and conditions for Joe's Construction loan will be based on the purpose and cash flow. After recommendation and approval, the loan is disbursed. SSB remains committed to proper management of the fund through prudent and responsible investments for the benefit of its beneficiaries, employers, and the Belizean economy. Social Security Board, an investment for you, your family, your future.
Of the House of Representatives. His name is Abner Andre Perez. He was caught exposing himself to a female and sending her pornographic texts. But he says he is the victim, even though he admits in his text to her that he needs therapy. This man is sick. He needs help. He should resign from the cabinet and get the help he needs. Abner Andre Perez, not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the House.
It's a tradition that has been etched in Belizean history, and on Saturday night, the 78th annual National Queen of the Bay pageant takes place at the Belize City Civic Center. 8 delegates from across the country are vying for the prestigious title and the crown. In tonight's episode of Culture Tuesday, News 5's Dwayne Moody meets the delegates.
It is the longest running pageant in the country, happening for 78 years in an unbroken line since 1946. Keeping this tradition alive, Queen of the Bay is part of our national celebrations and is unique to the country. The national winners have their names etched in Belize's history. The pageant has evolved over the years, and this year there are some twists.
Over the years, with the Queen of the Bay pageant, we've kept up with women empowerment and embracing culture and traditions. So, I come bearing news. Yes. So tomorrow, the girls will start off with their interview segment in the morning, and later in the night at the Bliss at 6 o'clock p.m., the girls will be having their talent segment. And this is where the girls showcase their talents, and usually it is based on a nationalistic topic. So come on out and enjoy. And then on Thursday, we're going to have the first ever unveiling of the Queen of the Bay plaque at Memorial Park, 2 p.m. The 78th pageant, An Unbroken Line, pure Belizean richness, tradition, and heritage. Yes, 100% original Belizean. And this is where we will be looking for my successor.
The week-long activities commenced with a sashing ceremony on Sunday, and the delegates are making media appearances and courtesy calls with government leaders. All this is ahead of the beauty pageant this Saturday. So who are the delegates vying for the title?
Hello Belize, my name is Keela Fox. I am representing the beautiful Stann Creek West. I am advocating for coral restoration.
Greetings Belize, my name is Kendall Morgan, Miss Belize Rural 2023. I am advocating for children and youth to be supported with the chance of a brighter future through sports.
Hello Belize, my name is Naya Boden, representing the beautiful city of Belize. My platform is to advocate for students who are struggling in poverty.
Hi Belize, my name is Thor Chaplin, representing Stann Creek Central. I'm advocating for women in sports.
Hello Belize, my name is Nevia Ramos and I am representing our nation's capital, Belmopan. My platform is dedicated to nurturing a deep appreciation for our diverse traditions and ethnic heritage for the youth.
Hello Belize, my name is Yamilet Chavez and I'm representing our beloved twin towns of San Ignacio and Santa Elena, and I advocate for the youths in sports.
Hi Belize, my name is Alina Iglesias and I am here representing our northernmost district, Carazal. My platform is to support children with disabilities and special needs.
Greetings Belize, I am Alia Guzman, representing the southernmost district, Toledo. I am advocating for a reduction of gun violence.
Reigning Queen Maslin Hanson says that the pageant is looking for true Belizean patriots as their platforms and work within the community begin even before winning the national crown.
Before our reign, we start our work. During the reign, and even if we don't win, the girls go back to their communities and municipalities and be ambassadors and advocate and raise awareness for what they want to do. And even after the reign, you know, you find your passion and then you just continue it. Like my platform, it was advocating for inclusivity of youth and women in leadership. And I am still passionate about that today.
And while the most difficult section of the pageant may be subjective, the curtsy is most anticipated. Queen Maslin weighed in on that, having won Best Curtsy last year.
In my case, it would definitely be the curtsy, but you have to work. It's something that you want to do. I ended up getting awarded for the best curtsy at my competition, so maybe I can say it isn't the hardest, but if you work for it, you'll achieve it. One of them has to be my successor, and I'm really ready to pass my crown because no matter who wins, I am confident that they will do a good job at taking their reign.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.
Up next, the grand finale of KTV The Remix. Who will win the $10,000?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Francis Reno Concert Series is back and presents the Electric 80s. Join us at the Bliss Center for 2 nights of colorful performances, starting on Friday, September 1st at 8 p.m. and also Saturday, September 2nd at 8 p.m. Come out as vibrant voices whisk you away, back in time with celebrated 80s hits. Tickets are available at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts and are $25 for general admission, $40 reserved, and $50 premium. For more information on how to get your tickets, contact 600-7453. Join us for the fun. Join us for the flair. Join us on September 1st and 2nd for an electric event of 80s musical magic. Sponsored by BTV, NCC, Travelers Liquors, Puma, Full-Tech Systems, and the Angelus Press Limited. Partners with BEL, Smart, Niche, and PUC.
We wanna picking up a love friends for love to cartilage. That's because we wanna yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trust will line. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trust will line. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives.
Honda Navi, a partner you can rely on. Benquip, equipment, parts, service.
Make your summer better. Over $30,000 in cash and prizes with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win. Sign up for a Smart Postpaid, Broadband, or VoIP plan. Use $100 or more regular prepaid credit. Do a SIM swap or text in to the short code 786. In the body of the message, enter the number of entries you would like to purchase.
No waste no time. You can be the winner of weekly prizes. All methods give you more chances to win. Local airline tickets, overnight stays at numerous resorts, cash prizes, gift certificates, and much, much more. One lucky person will win the grand prize valued at $10,000, courtesy of Smart and the Belize Tourism Board.
Promotion ends September 15th. So make your summer better by getting in the race to win with Smart's Summer Sweepstakes. Smart, bringing people together.
Taking its name from the venerable father of the nation, the George Price Highway stretches 77 miles from Belize City to Benque Viejo. Originally built in the 1930s, this cross-country highway system is the artery that links Belize to Central America at the western border with Guatemala. That connection facilitates overland trade, supporting Belize's economic development. Winding its way across the scenic countryside, the George Price Highway from Roaring Creek to Esperanza has been fully reconstructed to meet international standards, with particular emphasis on road safety. A shorter and hassle-free commute is best enjoyed when everyone obeys the traffic laws. To reduce the number and frequency of road traffic accidents, it means that a seatbelt must be worn at all times and the speed limit observed when traveling along the highway. It also means that pedestrians must use sidewalks and crosswalks where available. Buses should only board and discharge passengers at a designated bus stop. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. It begins with you.
My fellow Belizeans.
This is Minister Andre Perez. He is referred to as the Honorable Member for Belize Rural South, but he is dishonorable. He swore to uphold the Belize Constitution, but he has defiled it. He promised to abide by the Code of Conduct for Ministers, but has behaved disgracefully. Yet he refuses to resign from the cabinet. Abner Andre Perez. Not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the House.
Who will win the grand prize of $10,000 and the bragging rights as champion of KTV The Remix Season 5? It goes down tonight at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts, where the grand finale of the 2023 season takes place. The journey started 8 weeks ago with 12 participants, and after several battles and taking on different genres of music, the top 3 were selected. Last week was the final chance to get in the votes for your favorite singer, and tonight, that individual will be crowned the winner. News 5's Dwayne Moody reports.
You glow like the moon, you shine like the stars. This is for you, wherever you are. And take my breath away. If only you would say
that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet. And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go.
Should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you.
the smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me.
You didn't feel the same. Nowhere apart, you're in my heart. Give me one more chance to make it real.
New love in your heart. Tell me now, get it over.
Now I lay down my heart, and I feel the powers, but you won't. No, you won't, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't.
I can love me better, baby. Can love me better. I can love me better, baby. Can love me better. I can love me.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain, oh yeah. I will stand by you forever. You can take my
Final preparations are underway as the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts will come alive tonight for KTV The Remix Season 5. The finale begins in the next few minutes.
It's the grand finale and I am so excited. Definitely looking forward to tonight's show. It's been 8 weeks of complete preparation, and if I'm being quite honest, Dwayne, the preparation for this specific show did not start until yesterday. But we've been seeing the contestants go week by week by week, strengthening their voices to get to this show tonight. Who is going to walk away with that $10,000? I have no idea. But we're looking forward to see all the different performances on stage tonight. Also, because we're having guest performances such as Marlon Vanson, we have Stig the Artist, and we have Titiman Flores. When was the last time you saw Titiman on stage? Definitely it's going to be a great show tonight, and to back up everything, we have TLC that's going to keep the crowd on their feet, also in the Bliss.
The grand finale commences 15 minutes earlier with the red carpet opening, where we'll have a chit-chat with the finalists, the judges, and the coach about the journey through Season 5. Producer Vianney Reyes says that it's going to be like a concert inside the Bliss.
That's the comments that I've been getting so far. Actually, I've been posting a couple videos on social media, Instagram, TikTok, everything. And I've been receiving messages saying that, oh, Channel 5, not to have KTV tonight, man. And I have a whole concert. So I definitely, I spoke to the boss and I told her I want this night to be a night for everybody to enjoy. I want the audience that comes here every week for them to actually feel like, you know what, my money worth it tonight. Definitely, we're going to have a good show.
After 8 weeks of tough competition, the final 3 are Hazel Ananis, Swami Flores, and Tamika Gordon. But who is going to win the title and the grand prize of $10,000? Who will win?
I can't say who will win, but I have to say that they all deserve it. They all deserve it. They worked very hard. And I mean, we already received phone calls saying that, you know, we want over 150 seats reserved. So that can honestly say that they have so much support. And we're looking forward to see that support tonight on stage and here in the audience. I mean, we have the band. We have Alex that will be performing as well too, the other 2 judges, and also the guest artists that will be coming on stage. And also, Dwayne, an original piece from each one of our contestants. So they've been working so hard to get to this last day. No judging tonight, but definitely somebody will walk away with that money, and we need to see who it's going to be.
The grand finale of KTV The Remix Season 5 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There is a new scratch and win winner. She hails from the island town of San Pedro. She has been buying the tickets off and on for about a year, and on Friday night, she purchased a lucky ticket and would go on to win $50,000. Today, she traveled to Belize City to claim her winnings, and News 5 was able to get an interview with her. She says that the money will be used to complete her home on the island.
Well, at first I bought the ticket on Friday evening at a little restaurant named Chinatown in San Pedro. I went home and I scratched a ticket, and when I realized the number 17 came out, I didn't actually thought I would have won 50,000, but then when I scratched and I saw it was 50,000, I was happy and surprised at the same time.
Yeah, so you matched the 17, the winning numbers with the 17 on the card itself.
Yeah.
So what was the initial reaction when you realized it? I mean, did you just put it aside and be like, oh, $50,000?
No, I couldn't actually believe it. I called my partner and asked him to double check the ticket just to be sure that it was a winning ticket.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was Friday you won it. Why wait until Tuesday to come to pick up your prize?
Because until today I had off, so till today I could have traveled.
No. How long have you been playing Scratch and Win?
About a year ago. Yes.
Would you say that you've won, that this $50,000 is enough to make back what you've lost over the year?
I don't buy a lot like that. So it's a big win for me this time.
It's a big win for you. Now, I always ask people, what could you see yourself doing with this money?
Well, we were building our house, my partner and I, and we had to put it on pause for a while. So I guess I'll be resuming with that first thing.
You will. So what do you...
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And remember to tune in to KTV The Remix Season 5 finale show at 8 p.m. on our Facebook or YouTube, or live at the Bliss Center. Tickets are still available at the ticket booth. From all of us here at News 5, good night.